One mistake we often make is trying to isolate ourselves from potential pain instead of preparing ourselves to defeat and deal with and bounce back from that pain. We spend so much time trying to protect our life from the pain instead of understanding it's going to happen and bouncing back with resilience quicker and faster than we used to once the pain strikes our life. We have created a world where this generation gives up way too easily, and at times we all do. Resilience has declined a big time over the past couple of generations, mainly because we've allowed things to be done for us and things to be done for our kids that we're not learning or helping the next generation to bounce back and figure it out themselves, to bounce back with strength, to bounce back with resolve, to bounce back with willpower, to bounce back with faith, and to bounce back with resilience. And because of that, the ability of our generation and the next generation to cope has faded, to heal has faded, to succeed, to overcome, to problem solve, it has faded and it has declined. And so because of that, stress levels in this generation and in your children are rapidly rising. Notice this today. If you're still with me, say I'm still with you. The average high school student today has the same levels of anxiety as a patient in the mental hospital in the 1950s. That's startling. The amount of anxiety that our teenagers are facing today is the same level of stress and anxiety that a mental patient in the hospital was experiencing in the 1950s. And studies tell us that it's all just getting worse. What's the conclusion? Life is way more stressful than this generation ever thought it would be. Our grandparents' generation was taught to look at life in this way. And notice this today. I can decide where my life ends up. But our generation and the next generation has been taught to look at life like this. And notice this today. Life is too stressful to deal with, and I don't know what to do. 45% of all college students say that life is too overwhelming to deal with. And 1 in 10 college students consider suicide on a weekly basis. 1 in 10 college students consider suicide on a weekly basis. And almost half of students that age think life is too overwhelming to even deal with. This generation and the next generation desperately need some willpower, desperately need some resolve, and we desperately need some resilience.